Alright guys, so in today's video, you're going to get 2 hunts in one video, but in both hunts I'm using the same machine, and that's the Headhunter Pirate Pro. So let's go ahead and jump right into the first hunt.
Alright, hey guys, She Detector here. So today we are at an island off the coast of Tarpon Springs, and we're going to be doing some metal detecting. So the machine that we're going to be using today is the Detector Pro. It's the Pirate Pro. Now for this machine, all the controls are in the headset, so you don't have a controller on the shaft anywhere. I'm excited to see how this machine handles at the beach in a saltwater environment, so I'm going to get geared up and we can get to doing some metal detecting. Alright guys, so let me show you the settings I'm going to be running today. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it up to 10 for now. I'm going to keep my sensitivity at about 6 or so. And I'm going to drop my disc down to 3 for now. The volume I will be adjusting along with my sensitivity while I'm out here, because the salt water could make the machine a little chattery. So I'll have to adjust the settings to try and combat the chatteriness. Alright guys, so as of right now, I'm just starting out. The machine is not chattering at all. So that's really nice. I am on wet sand right now. I mean, it's not soaked. The tide is coming in right now. It's about 11:30. High tide is at 2. All right, guys, so I am in the water now, and my settings are still the same. I went ahead and came out here just so I could see how the machine would handle in the salt water, completely submerged. And the machine is not chattering at all. I'm about 2 feet, well, maybe 1.5 to 2 feet deep right now. And the machine is not chattering at all. Every now and then there's a little tick, but honestly, I think that is because the machine is going over a piece of metal, and because of where I have my disc set at, it's discriminating it out. So the machine will make like a little click noise at first, and then it'll be quiet. So that's the only sound that it's making right now. But yeah, it's super quiet. It's not chattery in the least bit.
Okay, so that was the first hunt, and you're probably thinking, okay, well, you didn't find anything. Yeah, that's why you're getting 2 hunts in one video. But in the first hunt, there weren't any people around really, so I was able to kind of say how the machine was behaving in the salt water. Versus the second hunt, there were a ton of people around, so I wasn't doing any commentary. So that's why I kept the first hunt clips in the video. So let's go ahead and jump into the second hunt. Alright, so at this point in the hunt, I hadn't really found anything. I found a couple of coins and not even a handful of coins, but I found a few coins and the rest was just garbage. I was pretty much gonna call it quits, and I was making my way back towards the parking lot, and I just, you know, hit a couple of the trees, because you guys know I love hitting the trees, and that's where I came across this. How awesome is that? This is my first Bluetooth speaker to find. I really wasn't expecting it, and honestly, when I first started pulling the scoop up and I saw the round circle coming out of the sand, I originally thought it was a beer bottle that somebody had buried in the sand, and what the detector was picking up was the bottle cap on the end. But because there were so many people around, I mean, there was a guy not even 10 feet behind me setting up a hammock. I didn't say anything when I found it. I didn't get too excited. Well, I didn't get excited at all because I didn't want anybody to see what I found. But I did make sure to look around just to make sure that the speaker didn't belong to somebody who was around me, and there was nobody around. The people that were close to me-ish were still several feet away from me, 10 to 15 plus feet away, and none of them were missing anything, or they didn't appear to be missing anything, and the speaker was completely buried in the sand. So let's go ahead and get into the wrap up for my hunt.
Alright guys, so here are my finds for my hunt. I found a bunch of plastic stuff, a bunch of wrappers that I put underneath this piece of rebar so they didn't blow away. Bunch of just random bits. I don't know what this chunk of thingy is, but it's all corroded and encased. Bunch of bottle caps, plastic lids, pull tabs, a hair clip. This might be aluminum, I'm not positive. Zipper pull, space pod. This, I don't know what this is. Part of me thinks it could be maybe to like an e-cigarette or something, some kind of, I don't know, cartridge. It looks like there's liquid in there. So yeah, possibly e-cig. And I found a couple of coins, a quarter, a nickel, and a penny. And then I found this little bit here. It's kind of hard to see. Looks like just a tiny little, I don't know, gear, maybe a watch broke or something like that. And then the last thing I found was the speaker, which I went ahead and cleaned it up, so let's go ahead and check that out.
Okay guys, so here's the speaker all cleaned up. So now in this little pattern here, the whole speaker area, there was sand stuck in all of these little holes. There's still some sand stuck in a couple of spots that I just couldn't get out. And there's a little bit of rust on it too. Not too terrible. But this is it. It doesn't look really that bad, especially considering that it was buried in the sand. It is JBL, and I was able to charge it, so it is fully charged, and there's little indicator lights here that let me know when it was fully charged. So let me go ahead and turn it on. There we go. And then it's connecting to the Bluetooth right now, so it's connecting to my phone. Okay, so let me go ahead and start some music. So now the volume up button is like really hard to push. You have to push it really hard, I'm guessing, because it was buried in the sand. There. So that is one heck of a little speaker. I don't know that I've ever heard JBL speakers before, but yeah, that's definitely a pretty loud speaker, and it's super tiny. I mean, it's in my hand, so yeah, super tiny. And you can get this on Amazon too. I went ahead and looked it up. This is the Flip 2 version of the JBL portable speakers, and this actually retails for about $70 or $80. So this was a pretty awesome find for me today. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is everything that I found for my second hunt. This was 2 days in a row, and I just really wasn't finding a whole lot. I did spend a good amount of time in the water on both days, and I didn't find anything in the water, not even garbage. Now, I don't necessarily think it's because of the machine. I really have a feeling that the watery areas that I was in was either sanded in or they had already been heavily hit. And I did have my discrimination up at 5 on both hunts. So that could have been why I didn't find any like bobby pins or anything like that. I do remember on my second hunt, I did hear a couple of clicks while I was in the water, which indicated to me that I was swinging over a piece of iron and the machine was discriminating it out. So my impression of the Pirate Pro at the beach in a saltwater environment is a good one so far. The machine behaves wonderfully in the water. I am able to adjust the settings to keep the chatteriness to a minimum, if none at all. I do have it low enough so that I don't have a threshold sound, so that does really help as far as the chatteriness goes. I do wish the coil was bigger. The coil that's on this machine is an 8-inch. I do prefer the 10-inch coils or bigger. You're just able to cover more ground in your swings versus the 8-inch coil. Yeah, you can still cover the same amount of ground, but it's going to take you a little bit longer because you're 2 inches shorter than the 10-inch coil. I am also a huge fan of the concentric coil. This particular coil, it has the circle in the middle and then it has a bigger circle on the outside, but you really are able to pinpoint your target using the little circle in the middle. So I am a big fan of that, not just on this machine, but on all machines that have a concentric coil. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you liked what you saw. If you're interested in the Pirate Pro, I do have a link in the description down below where you can check it out. If you think the Bluetooth speaker that I found is totally awesome, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because I think it's pretty awesome. I also have a link in the description down below for the Bluetooth speaker on what it's supposed to look like brand new and what it actually retails for right now. Again, I want to say thanks to Ron over at the Gold Digger Metal Detectors for sending me the Pirate Pro so I can check it out. I'm having a great time using it. And lastly, I wanted to remind everybody about the metal detecting hunt that is being put on by the Central Florida Metal Detecting Club, CFMDC. The hunt is less than 4 weeks away, guys. It is coming up super quick. I am very excited and I can't wait to go. There's going to be a ton of people there. A lot of YouTube personalities are going to be there. And I know a bunch of y'all subscribe to all of their channels. So if you haven't already registered, make sure to check out the link in the description down below so that you can register. Again, the hunt is on April 6th. It's a Saturday and it's located in the Orlando, Florida area. I hope to see you all there. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel yet, please make sure you do so by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.